Welcome to the Kingdom Culture Podcast that was created on purpose with a purpose to empower, uplift, and guide others to the center of God's perfect will. Kingdom Culture family, welcome back to the Kingdom Culture Podcast. I hope you guys are all having a great week. So, my birthday is coming up this week. It's actually Saturday. Today is Wednesday when we're seeing this. And I wanted to share something real with you because honestly, I was so in my head about it. Instead of feeling excited, I felt overwhelmed, sad, and just wanted to be alone. So maybe you felt that way too. Like the one day that's supposed to be special for you, you don't actually feel like celebrating. So I remember thinking like, I don't want to do anything. I just want the day to pass. And it wasn't that I didn't appreciate life. It was just heavy. I was overthinking, comparing, and kind of shutting down. And then I got some encouragement that really shifted me out of that space. It reminded me that sometimes we need practical steps, not just positive vibes, to move through those feelings. So to give you a little bit of context, I'm turning 31. And I've never really been a birthday person. So growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, you don't celebrate your birthdays, right? It's not a thing that they do. And then at home with mom, she always threw us a birthday party. Like that was a thing. But I've never felt celebrated like that. I think the only time that I did was my quince, and that was amazing. But I've always struggled. And then when I got out of the house, like my significant others weren't the greatest at birthdays either. And it's just been this back and forth of like, do we want to celebrate? Do we not? Like planning your own birthday sometimes can be overwhelming. And so this year I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to be around people this year. I don't want to celebrate myself. I want to be by myself. I'm going to isolate and go with the Lord and journal and just get ready for my next year. And I was talking to a friend about this. Well, two of them, but one of them, we were texting because she's so sweet. She was already thinking of what we should do. She was like, even if we just sit and have ice cream, it'll be great. And I told her, you know what? As long as you can meet me for dinner, I'll be the happiest girl in the world. But then I told her like the next, 3 days after that, I was like, hey, actually, I don't want to do anything. And she goes, Abril, what? Why? And what I love about my friends is that they challenge everything. And she was like, are you sure? Like, why are you feeling like that? What's going on? And I legitimately told her, like, I feel like I need to be alone with God because I've gone through a lot of different transitions recently from my 30s, from my 20s into being 30, that I really have to ground myself in God and for this next year. But God being God takes me and I'm on my ride to work and he says, there's no way, Avril, there's no way you would enjoy being in solitude more than being around people you love. And so he said, like, you're isolating out of trauma. You're isolating out of survival mode. You're isolating because you feel like you're a burden. And that's not real. Right? And so it was beautiful. And I told myself, okay, cool. Like, this is a trauma response. This is me coming out of survival. Like, what is it? And so I did things. I actually took action, right? So here's what helped me. Number one, I let myself feel it. I stopped pretending and just said, okay, I feel sad about my birthday. But why? So naming it was the first step. Number two, I did a grounding thing. One grounding thing for me, it was simple. I went for a walk, and then I prayed while I was walking, And then number three, I reached out. Instead of isolating, I chose to tell the girls, like, hey, you know what? I actually want to do a board game night. Would you guys be down for that? Like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, I just want something low key, like, boom. Guess what? They're all excited about it. And I'm like, that's really cool that, they're going to be there for me and it's going to be fun. And number four, I flipped the script in my mind. How do I actually want to feel? Instead of feeling pressure, I choose to feel gratitude. Instead of feeling lonely, I want to feel peace and love. Instead of saying like, "Ugh, I'm a burden," it's okay to be around people that love you and uplift you. And that's a big gift from the Lord. I remember I would pray about that. I would pray for friends that loved me for me and were there for me. And I have that now. And it's so amazing. And then I did what I always do, right? After God talked to me in the car and we had our moment, I went into the Word. And the verse that carried me through that was Psalm 118:24. That says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." That reminded me that even if my emotions didn't match the celebration, God still made that day on purpose. My birthday wasn't random. It was a day the Lord had written into my story, and that alone gave it meaning and worth. Think about it. You're here. I'm here. Why would I not want to celebrate the fact that my life exists and I have so much to look forward to? Our birthdays shouldn't feel heavy. Our birthdays shouldn't feel like a burden. You shouldn't feel icky for wanting to be celebrated, even if it's once a year, right? I know life is not all about us, but on our birthdays, I think we can hype up who we are in our existence. And I think that's a healthy thing to do because you're learning to love yourself and letting other people love you. And I've had such a struggle with that. And it's amazing what God can do through healing, right? So if it's your birthday or any special day and it ever feels heavier than happy, I want you to know that you're not broken and you're not alone. You can let the feelings come, but you don't have to stay stuck in them. Choose one small action to shift the day. And remember, your worth isn't measured by how perfectly you celebrate. Your life is already a gift. So, as my birthday comes around this year, I'm choosing to celebrate with intention instead of pressure. And I hope this encourages you to do that as well. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it. And if you're walking through something similar, I'd love to hear from you. Let's not do this journey alone. I'm here. You could always reach me in my other socials that I'll put on the video. But thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Remember that I love you, but that the Lord loves you more. Always, always, always. God bless.